morning. We are headed to Cocoa Beach this morning. Late, unfortunately. There is a beach cleanup.
In a quarter mile, turn right onto King.
There is a beach cleanup that several of the Van Fest people have organized, and we've been at the beach before. It wasn't very dirty, so hopefully they clean up the rest of it, and we might supervise.
We take credit for it.
I don't know. Good question. Good morning.
On the road again. We spent the past couple of days in Cocoa. We saw a very good comedian there last night, but now we are up, ready, showered, ate, all that good stuff, and we're on our way to Lakeland. Not sure what's in Lakeland. Well, we've been there before, but meeting up with some friends again, and then I guess maybe exploring tomorrow. Do you know, is that the plan?
I have no idea what the plan is. I think Tuesday there's going to be an even bigger get-together of van people. Everybody's made reservations at a Harvest Host. So we'll see what's in store for us. But it looks like we're going to be... It looks like we're going to be driving into rain, which is always a joy in Florida. Just like we planned.
Hey everyone. Today we're diving into something truly iconic about Lakeland, Florida, the swans. These graceful birds aren't just a pretty sight. They've got a royal story that's been part of this city for decades. Lakeland swans go way back to the 1920s, when they were basically the town's pets. But by 1954, predators wiped them out. Enter a local hero, Mrs. Pickard. Living in England at the time, she wrote to Queen Elizabeth II asking for help, and guess what? The Queen said yes, gifting Lakeland a pair of her royal mute swans in 1957. But here's the funny part. The male swan took off the next day because no one clipped his wings. After a wild chase with boats and helicopters, he was caught, and the pair settled in. Since then, their descendants have multiplied. Today, over 80 swans call Lakeland home. While Lake Morton is famous for its swans, it's also a bustling hub for a variety of other bird species. Meet the white ibis at Lake Morton. These birds are striking. Bright white feathers, red curved bills, and matching legs that pop against the water. They're always busy, probing the mud for bugs, crabs, or whatever is tasty. ate a big piece of bread. I know how that's At Lake Morton, the swans typically have chicks during the spring months, with nesting season often starting around February or March. Most swans usually lay their eggs between late February and early May, with incubation lasting about 35 to 40 days. This means cygnets, baby swans, generally hatch from late March through June, depending on when their eggs are laid. While swans are the main attraction, you'll also find wood ducks, American white pelicans, limpkins, wood storks, great blue herons, egrets, ibises, as well as various ducks and geese. This mix of native and introduced species makes Lake Morton a lively spot for bird watchers. The lake's urban setting, combined with its grassy shores and shallow waters, creates an ideal hangout for these feathered residents, all coexisting with the famous swans. She's picking stuff out to give that one to make like the nest.
Oh, good.
Lake Morton is known for its diverse bird population, including a variety of ducks. Among these, the white ducks often spotted at the lake are most likely white pecan ducks. These ducks are characterized by their bright white feathers, orange beaks, and feet, and they're a domesticated breed derived from the wild mallard. These ducks add to the charm of the lake, which is already famous for its swans, and other birds like wood ducks and mallards. The white pecan stands out with their snowy plumage, often waddling in groups or swimming alongside the lake's more colorful residents. If you're visiting, you'll likely see them near the shore, especially where people gather, as they're quite tame and accustomed to human presence. The swans here build large, mound-like nests out of twigs, grass, and other plant material, usually close to the shore, so they can easily slip into the water if needed. During nesting season, the city sometimes puts up small barriers or signs to protect these areas, as the swans can get territorial, especially the males, who will hiss or chase off anyone getting too close. So, These aren't your typical beach pelicans. These are American white pelicans, and they're huge, wingspans up to 9 feet. They fly down here from places like Canada and the northern U.S., turning this lake into their winter chill spot from November to March. What's wild is how they eat. They don't dive like brown pelicans. They team up. Groups of them swim and sink, herding fish into shallow water. Then they scoop them up with those big pouches under their beaks. It holds 3 gallons of water. Crazy, right? They then squeeze out the water and down go the fish. They don't stay here forever. By late March, they're off to breed up north.
After we're done here, we're going to meet up with some fellow van lifers who we've been spending time with to go to some sort of an animal reserve. These guys are very friendly.
So that'll be our next stop, and we'll take you along, and hopefully we'll see some gators.
Gators.
Bye.
You have arrived.
Okay, we made it to Circle B Bar Reserve in Lakeland, Florida. Just 20 minutes off of I-4 between Orlando and Tampa. The reserve is a 1,200-acre paradise packed with wildlife, trails, and a story of restoration you won't believe. Once a cattle ranch, Circle B was scooped up by Polk County and the Southwest Florida Water Management District in 2000 to protect Lake Hancock's floodplain and bring back its wetlands. And wow, did they succeed? Today, it's a hotspot for birders and photographers, with over 230 bird species, such as bald eagles, spoonbills, and herons, plus alligators galore.
That is not one of the listed activities of what you can do here.
Oh no?
That is not allowed.
Oh, you're okay.
But I can do binoculars. I can observe nature. Just can't record it.
Yeah, I do remember that.
There are miles of trails to explore, from shady oak hammocks to marshy causeways. The Polk Nature Discovery Center is a cool bonus too. Free entry, interactive exhibits, and a vibe that's perfect for families or anyone curious about Florida's ecosystems.
When you watch these YouTube videos and it looks like people know what they're doing, it's not true at all.
The trail system totals approximately 6 to 7 miles if you cover everything, but is broken into distinct segments where you can mix and match based off your time and interest. Our first trail is called Heron Hideout Trail. It's a short 0.3 mile out and back path that heads straight from the nature center towards the marshy edge of the reserve. It's a flat, easy walk, hard-packed dirt with some gravel, leading you into the wetlands. Right away, you're in prime bird-watching territory. Herons, egrets, and maybe a limpkin or two stalking the shallows. It's unshaded for the most part, so you'll feel that Florida sun for sure, but it's quick enough to enjoy without breaking a sweat. The trail ends at a small overlook, giving you a taste of the marsh ecosystem before you decide to loop back or connect to something bigger, like Alligator Alley. From there, it ties into the broader network. Turn right after the overlook, and you're on your way to Alligator Alley, or Shady Oak if you want to keep going. It's a perfect warm-up to get your bearings in the reserve. Check polknature.com for closures, especially after storms, as flooding or nesting can shut off sections. As of now, April 1st, 2025, Alligator Alley and Marsh Rabbit Run are still recovering from last fall's hurricane damage, so plan accordingly. Well, we made our way to Eagle Roost Trail. This trail is a 0.7 mile stretch that's super easy to hike. There's no hills or anything, just a flat, open path. It is unshaded, so you may get hot, but it's not that long of a trail. This trail connects Heron Hideout and Wading Bird Way, and trust me, it is a hot spot for spotting some incredible wildlife. This trail is wild and peaceful all at once. You're surrounded by marsh on one side and the old Banana Creek Canal on the other. It's raw Florida nature. No fancy boardwalks, just you in the wilderness. While there isn't an exact official count of the alligator population at the reserve, the presence of multiple ecosystems, like marshes and lakes, and frequent visitor sightings, dozens in a single visit, it's reasonable to approximate that Circle B Bar Reserve could be home to anywhere from 100 to 300 alligators, possibly more during peak seasons like mating or nesting periods.
There's another one there. We have a bird in a nest.
And now we're on to Wading Bird Way Trail. This 0.7-mile trail connects Eagle's Roost to Windmill Whisper, cutting straight through the marsh, teeming with life. As you walk, keep your eyes peeled. Dead trees along the water's edge are perfect perches for birds, and you might even catch them fishing or just soaking in the sun. And it's not just all birds. Alligators glide through the water or bask on the banks, while turtles and otters pop up if you're lucky.
Welcome to Jurassic Park.
Welcome to the Windmill Whisper Trail. This trail's flat and wide, making it an easy stroll for just about anyone, but don't rush. Halfway through, you'll hit a junction with Wading Bird Way, tempting you to extend your adventure.
Yeah, more confusion. See, this just isn't organized at all. Was it number 1 or number 2? And that's the exciting part of van life, folks. Well, we're finishing up the hike at, what is it? The Circle B Bar Reserve. We saw several alligators, lots of birds, turtles, fish, YouTubers. But we did not see a bald eagle.
Not yet.
Not yet.
Not yet.
Oh, and armadillos.
And armadillos. Yep.
Thank you.
Looking for baldy.
And so that's
we're just hiking around looking at gators. Okay.
okay. And I guess that's a wrap for this part of today.
Yeah.
I'm sure there'll be more shenanigans going on later. And we are back to civilization.
I made it.